Our next speaker is Dayna Davies from Tutukaka Landcare Group. I'm particularly interested in hearing how they're going up there. I know that they've had some success with kiwi and also with grey-faced petrel. So, Dayna.
Today I'm just going to run through our Seabird establishment on mainland Tutukaka. So where are we? We're on private land in between, that arrow's actually out a bit, we're in between Tutukaka and Matapuri, just on a bit of land sticking out. This is the headland that we're working with. We've got lots of land behind that, but on this we've got grey-faced petrels on the two cliff sides there. We're trialling Australasian gannets and we've got little blue penguins on each side. So we've got 30 grey-faced petrel burrows, beginnings of a gannet colony, and the nesting boxes that we just put in place this year. Guy Bowden, I'm sure some of you know him, he owns this land. He noticed oi burrows in 2016 and asked me and my colleague Hilton to come and help. We just came to suggest changes, monitoring protocols. All the land, so you can see going, it's like a big hill down, big hill up, is under QE2, so we get a lot of support from them and NRC. We've faced a few challenges being where we are. We're lucky to have the unique headland shape where we can actually really protect it by really intensively trapping that little like skinny bottleneck and protecting what we have on the other side of it. But we have had lots of challenges, one of them being predation of oi. In 2018, our stoats wiped out 16 chicks in one night. They were about a week away from fledging, and you really invest yourselves into these projects, and they're like your birds, and this is like your special place, so it really takes a lot out of you but it just encourages you to do even more. Other challenges we have are human and cultural challenges, such as equipment being stolen and unsustainable historical harvesting of petrels. We have a number of tools that help us. We want to expand and use more tools, one of them being motion detection cameras. We've just started using them for predator detection also, but we also use them for monitoring our colonies. So we've got 6 cameras out there. Some of them are on the beaches, like in the bottleneck, because we can trap, but we can't really trap on the beach side because of the tides and stuff. So we just need to see what's coming through, and then we check these every week. I go out there every Sunday and take the cards out of the cameras and see what we have. And if we have stoats, we prepare ourselves, and if we have rats, then we know what to bait things with, and it just helps us a lot. Also, another amazing thing that we can use the monitoring cameras for is we're monitoring 2 burrows. The yellow is when there's a bird in the burrow. The red's not a good thing actually, but so we've created timesheets with these. We can say that we recorded a pair mating at 9:27 p.m. on the 16th of May, and then from here we were able to estimate when the eggs might be laid. And then here, from just creating these simple Excel timesheets, we don't have like a huge budget, so we just do what we can with what we have. We know that this big block up the top is a pair on an egg. They're quick changeover times. They're not like there's just some gaps, but then we know as soon as that drops off, we have chicks, and then there's still visiting regularly to the site, but not as much as before. And then from from here, we're able to estimate when the chicks are going to fledge, so we can prepare ourselves. And so last time when we had a predation in 2018, it was a week before they were estimated to fledge. So we know now, a week before, we're going to step everything up. We're going to be out there every day, and we check the cameras like daily when we're getting close, just so we can try and avoid what happened last time. So this year we decided to really focus on little blue penguins. We put out 7 penguin boxes, and we haven't gotten any. This is a pair that's just resident nesting in rocks. We've got them around, but we want to be able to actually really monitor them. So this pair had, I think I see 2 eggs there actually. I think there's another one behind there, and they actually, because where they were nesting, there was a king tide, those king tides last year, so they got wiped out by that, but it just gave us a little bit more like fire to want to put some boxes in and, you know, really protect them like the grey-faced petrels. And then in 2018 I project managed the establishment of the gannet colony. This was the first time I'd done anything like this. I was 15 years old. I was like, oh. I just came to the trust with an idea, just, you know, so like, this might be crazy, but, you know, we think we've had birds here before because the site was just totally bare, nothing on the site. And we were like, why aren't plants growing? Because we planted out this whole headland, but nothing was growing there. And we were confused, and then we were talking to local iwi, and they were telling us, well, it's because there were gannets there. And we were like, well, why don't we bring them back? Because the whole idea for our place up there is to restore what we once had. And so we did that. And I don't know, it's just a quick run through of what we did. I created a timeline for the gannets. We didn't have much time. I had 3 months to plan this. Once we got all our permits and funding, it was just go, go, go. You've got to get it over the line and finish in time for that breeding season. So we ordered the birds from America, got them sent in, got the funding, created a timeline for the gannets, overlapped that with the time we would need everything and how long it would take, and then we just did it. And we had to make sure everything would arrive in specific timing because we do have that trouble with gear being stolen. And we had birds. This one is actually from this year, but we did have people were driving past in their boats because they go out because it's the poor nights is just over a little bit, and they were like, there's gannets, like a lot of gannets. We're like, yeah, we know, they're decoys, like they're not real gannets. And like, no, they're flying. So we had to put a camera down there because we were like, oh, we actually realised we're not completely prepared for like there to be gannets straight away, you know, like that was within a week we set it up. So we put a camera out, and we've been catching gannets on the camera ever since. So yeah, watch this space, and hopefully next year they'll nest. And yeah, thank you.